our guest today for Advaita TV, Maria Johanna. Do I pronounce your name right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
You live in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You're originally from the north of the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
You're now 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell us something about how spirituality came into your life?
Yeah. I always had a very big curiosity about life, about personal development, but also about spirituality. I don't know why, but there was just a curiosity. I didn't understand anything about it. And the big change came when I did my first ayahuasca experience. Then I discovered the awakening.
Can you remember something from your childhood? Maybe at a certain age you had a glimpse of this.
Actually not.
No?
No, my memory from my childhood is very little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it maybe one of the effects of you doing the ceremonies that you clean up your past?
Yeah. It's oftentimes that people will go back to childhood or before their childhood, so they go back to the womb of their mother, or even before, and they experience the moment of conception again. But for my personal journeys, because I've done quite many, it's not really about my childhood. No.
What is it about then?
More collective messages about the awakening process on Earth. It's so diverse what you can experience in ayahuasca. We are immediately at this subject, but it's so much, but it's not about my childhood, in my case.
No. For a lot of people, they go in search for spirituality, ayahuasca, certain other things, because they have a sense of that there's something missing in their life.
Yeah, that was exactly my point. I felt a missing feeling inside myself. I felt incomplete, and I couldn't understand why. So, what we say in ayahuasca world is, she will call you. We talk about the spirit of ayahuasca as Mother Ayahuasca, and she will call you. So when you feel this calling, you better listen. And I had no choice. It was just, I discovered that ayahuasca existed, and I was there. And that was the moment that I discovered myself. And I think this is where it's all about, to discover who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so beyond words. Yeah.
So it's not discovering what your passion is.
No, I mean, as a human being, of course, you want to know what's your passion. Why am I here? What's my mission on Earth? So that's of course an important question.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I first had to discover who I am. And the moment I discovered who I am, everything changed. So also my path, also my mission, everything changed.
Yeah. Let's say the old version of you. Was she a kind of party girl who went out every weekend searching for maybe love, excitement, attention?
I love to go out.
Still?
Sometimes, yeah. I always loved to, and still I love to make new connections. So going out was for me meeting new people, different people. I like people who are different, or a variation of people. So I always love to be in the middle of people. And if you talk about the old and the new, I still love that, but on a different way or a different level. I like to connect on a deeper level, and I would say more peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name you have,
Yeah.
Maria Johanna, it's your original name, but it's not the name you used, let's say, the first 25 years of your life.
Yeah, this was until I was 29 that I changed my name to my original birth names.
Yeah.
So I had a calling name, and that's Mariette in Dutch. And yeah, this is funny because actually I discovered when I was in India that this name comes from India. I thought it was French, but that's another story. So I had this calling name, and how I experienced this journey from changing my name was first the ayahuasca, discovering who I am. And then this was so big for me, this happening, that I asked help. I asked for help, and I was really in my house, and I thought, okay, everything needs to change, but I don't know how, I don't know what steps I need to take, because I just published my book, and I was proud, kind of, about my book, and I was speaking to big groups, but I knew from inside I had to change my path. So I said, God, please help me. I was really putting, look, I give up. I don't know what to do. Please help me. I need help. And then a man received my name in meditation, and he sent a message on Facebook like, I don't know why, but I received your name, and would you like to learn to meditate and to have inner journeys without ayahuasca? And so it was as if I received the calling on my calling name, and in the first meditation that we did, and I traveled inside my soul, I could hear my inner voice speaking to me, and she called me Maria, and I saw visions of that. And then I said, like, actually Maria is my real name. It's my real name. And I was so enthusiastic. Yeah, that's my real name. Not realizing that I could really change my name.
Yeah. And you did.
Yes. Yeah. It took a while. So I was doing inner journeys every day in silence, and it was very visual for me.
What did you see?
Heaven.
Heaven. Wow.
Kind of. Yeah. And but also I had to learn to read my inner language. So the visions were telling me stories, and I had to learn for myself what these visions meant, what they wanted to tell me.
Yeah.
So what blockage did I have, and what I had to change, and what my path is. So the vision showed me that, and I was writing this down every day, and that man was my mentor for a while. And then I did an ayahuasca again. And my second name, Johanna, is from my grandmother. Mm-hmm. So I met my grandmother in my ayahuasca, who I never met on earth because she died already before I was here. Mm-hmm. So I had a conversation with her. That's why I also love to carry this name. It's my second name on my passport. But it was very clear to me that I had to carry the name Maria. And I had no other choice, only my ego, because oftentimes egos don't like to change. Mm-hmm. And especially not something that you identify with so much. Yeah. Because we identify, of course, with our name. I mean, it's very logical in our society. Like, who are you? And you say, I'm Maria. So...
you had a lot invested in this old name.
Yeah, even my book, of course. It was also published on that name.
Yeah.
And...
because you were some kind of motivation guru, like Anthony Robbins, or in your past life?
Yeah, past life. Yeah, and I also had a Facebook page, and I thought I will call it Marietta because that will never change. Yeah. My path will change, but my name will never. Yeah. That was really a conscious thought,
but it did.
You never know.
No.
Yeah.
And how does that feel to change your name? Does it feel like a blank sheet of paper again?
I felt like it was coming out of the closet, like this is
who I am. Really?
So the first steps I did was, first I was creating a new website on my old name behind the scenes, and then I said to the agency, because they said your name is too long for the logo. It doesn't fit. It's very practical. And I said, oh, just change it to Maria. And I said, Maria, yeah, that's my real name. And then I said, but I don't want to use my surname because it's so Dutch, and I have international ambitions. I feel that. So just use Maria Johanna, my second name.
Yeah.
So it was first very practical, and then I had to do this on my Facebook. That's what we use now, of course. And that was a big step. I was very emotional. Like, I know I need to do this, but I'm scared.
Of the reactions of people.
Yeah, I thought maybe people would think that I'm crazy. And it's also a name, Maria, like...
Christian?
Yeah, Christian, or...
Where's Jesus, Maria?
Yeah. But when I put it into action, I had a lot of fun with it. I was totally not expecting this.
Yeah.
But I thought, when people think you are crazy, that's exactly where I set myself free. Because if people think you are crazy...
You can do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's nothing negative for you. Let people think what...
Yeah, I did not know that, but I discovered that.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's very freeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and suddenly the environment gave you positive feedback? For example, your father?
Not everyone. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I think especially people who know me from childhood or from a younger age that I'm not really connected with anymore. But they really thought like, she's crazy. Yeah. So people came to my sisters or to my parents like, oh, she used to be so nice, and now she's like,
flying in the sky.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But very soon after I made the decision, I got more clarity. For me, it was okay it's like, how do you call that game? That when you switch one, then everything is
Domino.
Yes. It was like that effect. So I changed my name and everything clicked.
Yeah.
Because I had already another journey. Like, I don't know where I have to be on earth. I felt I had to leave Amsterdam, but I had no idea where to go. And then the clarity came that I had to go to Bali. So right after I changed my name, like 3 weeks later or something, or very soon I went to Bali and I felt so home there. And I also loved it to call myself Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an advice you want to give to our viewers and to me? Change your name?
No. It's just, it has to come from inside. Every change has to come from inside.
So it's no blueprint for awakening. Change your name.
Oh no!
Go to Bali. Do ayahuasca.
No.
You know, as a searcher, you know that you're still looking for ways to reach something.
I would say, because I also went to India, it's also a spiritual place. It was also not from my head to go to India. It was also vision that I received, visions, information that I received by going inside. So if I would recommend one thing is go inside, listen to your inner voice. And it can be India, it can be Bali, it can be just home, or actually home, of course, is inside.
Yeah.
But I think many spiritual seekers, there is a part that they will do journeys for gurus or whatever. Yeah.
How do I know the difference if something comes from that inner voice, or it's just mental that tells me, well, that would look good on your resume, go to India, shave your head, use another name? How do you know? How do you tell the difference?
For me, it's a feeling. It's just, I feel. But I can also create something out of enthusiasm. It's also nothing wrong about it. So I also think, don't take it too serious. You cannot make a mistake. Just follow, what is it, like follow your bliss. Whatever makes you happy, follow that path. That's exactly what we said before this interview. Success is not the way to happiness, but happiness is the road to success.
Yeah.
Do what you love and you will be successful.
Yeah.
So,
if we go a little more into that, is that because it gets a certain quality when you do it, if you love it?
Yeah.
I can imagine, Maria, when I have a lunchroom, I serve little sandwiches to people. And I make them with love. I love making sandwiches for people. People can actually taste that it's made with love. So people from all over town come to my lunchroom because they know there's someone making sandwiches out of love instead of because they have to earn money. Yeah. It's something a quality you put into what you do.
And what I also see on this journey is I've been doing what I love, but it's all the time changing. So you all the time reach a new level. So it's not like, for example, now I do the ayahuasca ceremonies. But this is also not a road that this will be...
forever.
Yeah, we don't know.
No.
But I also do retreats. And I did my first at Bali. And then now on Ibiza... I did seminars before, and now I changed it to the satsangs. I just try. I love to try. I think it's important to not take it too serious and to be playful and be creative. Like, okay, I love to make a video. Let's just create a video and don't be too serious or too much in the details. Just do it. Play, make it playful.
But still, you have to earn money.
Yes.
And sometimes something that you do gives you a good steady income, and you know that you're not loving it that much.
Yeah.
You think, well, let's just do that in the day hours, so I can do in the evening hours what I really love to do.
I've done that. Okay, I can talk about it. I've done that. I would not really recommend that, because for me the change came when I quit doing the other thing for the money. Then I could raise, because I experienced this like, okay, I do this part for money, but it cost me energy. And every time I'm doing that, it's like, I want to do the other thing. So it was also difficult for me, and also financially, because that's what the blockage is. But the moment I let go of the security, I could grow in the other. And the moment I started Maria Johanna, it just was 3 weeks. And then I could live from it. And it was a miracle. I was also kind of not panicking, but I was nervous. Will it work? Will it not work? And I started to learn people to travel inside by guiding with my voice. And I did it on Bali by Skype. So I was on Bali, not knowing if I would make enough money to stay longer, but I planned already to stay longer. So it had to be this way. And in 3 weeks, it was working.
And were you just lucky, or is that something that works for us all?
You have to have faith, yes. You have to trust life. And I sometimes I have too much trust in life. I still have my scarcity, but
what's scarcity?
I always trust very much.
You mean you still lack some things?
I'm still, at that moment, I was still nervous. Will it work out? But I also felt this happened, and this is the thing. I want to give to the world what happened to me, what helped me. So if something helped for myself, I'm sure, I know, and that's very strong because it's my own experience. I know I can give this experience to other people. And that's my drive.
Let's talk a little more about ayahuasca. I know for sure that there are some viewers who click this video to learn something about that. We did an interview in Dutch before, so maybe I'm going to ask you some things I already asked in Dutch. What is ayahuasca and why is it so helpful?
I almost want to say, but it's not from my head, like it's the source of life. This just came to me, this word, but it's a medicine for your soul. This is how we explain this. And it's really a medicine. So it's from plants, from the Amazons. When you cook these two plants together, you get ayahuasca. So it's a marriage between two plants. It's
natural.
It's natural.
Yeah. And it was founded by people in the woods.
The shamans. It's how I received it. I don't know if it's true. They just received it from a dream. how
you
to
have to do this.
Yeah, but because I have this experience myself so much that I receive a name or I can channel information, that's why I believe it will, or there are more medicines in nature, like mushrooms, for example.
Yeah.
So it's just a discovery from the shamans.
Yeah.
To mix these plants, and what it does, because you have these two plants. One plant is the male inhibitor, and that's what it does. It stills the enzymes in your stomach for a while, so it's just temporary.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, the other plant with the DMT can do the work. And DMT is
it's called the spirit molecule.
Yeah, the spirit molecule, yeah. So when that's activated in your pineal gland, you make a deep inner journey, or you can say it's almost as if you're creating a near-death experience. The DMT makes it possible to travel inside. But another thing from the yogis, for example, in India, is their goal that the body produces DMT by nature, and that they can travel there by nature. So it is a potential inside of us. Only now you activate this potential very fast, and you get what you need to heal yourself, to come back to your essence, who you really are.
And when you say inner journey, do I travel to my mind, to my memories? Where do I travel to?
How can I explain that? Where is it? It's just an inner journey. Your mind is there.
What comes up?
Yeah, that's so diverse. It can be, for me it's always very visual, but it's not for everyone. It can also be thinking patterns. So your mind is all the time playing a role in the journey. Mm-hmm. And you see your thinking patterns, and it's a confrontation with yourself, or you're struggling with yourself. It's a fight with yourself. Many people have a fight with themselves, and they have to go through this fight. And then most times it's like, oh, there's heaven. Oh, this is who I am. But this fight can take hours, sometimes even their whole journey. But most of the times it's a fight, and then they go to their essence. But it's so diverse. So it can be also very physical, that they have to throw up all the time, or have to go to the toilet, or have to cry all the time. They get an operation for their body. They get a whole scan, and everything needs to be scanned and healed. They can travel in their bodies, so their organs have to be healed. It's so diverse, but in general, most of the people experience a visual journey, and sometimes it's visual. Like, what kind of visions are these? It's like a cartoon, or I just see pictures, but they don't say anything to me. This is oftentimes a start to just get the visions, and then you go deeper and deeper. And every part is actually a learning process also when you're judging what you get, because you get what you need. But if you're judging that and you say, yeah, I want something else, even that is a lesson, because you don't always get what you want, you get what you need in this journey. And sometimes it's both, or most of the times it's way more than I can ever imagine.
Yeah. And is it mostly painful?
Oh, this is funny, because yesterday my sister was in the ceremony, and she said she was nervous, and she said, I just see it as if I have to give birth, like she had with her children, and only without pain. But this was it was not a pain, but it was discomfort. She was uncomfortable because she had to throw up, but she didn't want it. So she was struggling for 4.5 hours, I guess. And the moment she did that, so it's also to surrender to life. That was the whole lesson, surrender. But this is so difficult for us human beings when we have our strong mind. The moment she surrendered, then she found herself, she found gratitude and love, deep, deep love. And that went on a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah, she thought, okay, now I know I can be happy with myself. Everything is fine.
Let's go home.
But it went on and went on and went on. And so it really had to go into her system. Like, be happy with yourself. Be happy with who you are. Be proud of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it went on, went on, went on. Because I explained this as if you get new software.
Ah.
So you have software, but there's a virus inside yourself from your mind. And this virus has to be removed. And this is what ayahuasca does.
You get a reset.
A reset, an upgrade from your software.
Ah.
So it's not just a lesson that someone speaks to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's from inside. And then, still, after the ceremony, it starts, of course.
What starts?
There the implementation starts. So the ceremony will change you. But, for example, I discovered I had to change my name. But I was not doing it immediately. And then I felt frustration. I felt restless feelings.
It started bugging you.
Yeah. Because I knew I had to do this. And when you don't take the steps, it's not healing.
No.
No.
So there has to be a willingness to listen and to act on it.
Yeah.
There are some critics who say, well, life does this for you, but on a very more slow pace. Yeah. And that ayahuasca is like a speed up. It's like a
shortcut.
Yeah.
For me, it was definitely.
Yeah. Maybe you would found out at 40 or 50, and now you found out at age 29, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gives you a distance. How do you call it? Voorsprong in Nederlands.
Oh, yeah, it's a shortcut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really call it a shortcut. But you have to be willing to take this step.
Yeah. Still, there have to be some risks. That's me, the devil on my shoulder that says, what are the risks of using or doing the ceremony, using ayahuasca? Can it come too soon or too heavy?
It can be heavy.
Yeah.
But is it too heavy? It can be heavy.
Yeah.
You don't get more than that you can carry, that you can handle. So it can be heavy. It can be, it's not always that you feel like heaven afterwards. It can be so confronting, or it can be scary, but even when we see people in fear or hell, afterwards they say, I'm grateful. And sometimes people need some extra care afterwards. But is that wrong? Yeah, it's I would say it's
Do you have to be a daredevil to do it?
Only thing is that you just need to feel. If you feel a calling, if you feel an affection, just take the step. Because so many people said, "Oh, I wish I would have done this before." But I'm so positive. Of course, I'm so positive. But I work with it. I see such a beautiful thing. So because I see even more and more beauty, I cannot stop spreading the word. Because I want everyone to be more happy and more healthy from inside.
And is this a hype, or do you think in 20 years people will still be doing the ceremonies?
Definitely. I cannot imagine that it would be not. I hope it will be more common. Yeah.
Because you don't hear that much about it on Dutch TV, for example.
No, I would love that the media would speak more about this. Yeah,
Why is that?
I think it's important. It's the media has a different. It has not always the intention to wake people up. Sometimes the media has more intentions to keep people scare people or keep people asleep. So this is the awakening, and it's in a collective. It's a collective process. So there will be a time that media will speak more about this, but we create our own media now. Yeah. So we can speak up ourselves, and I think it's very important.
Yeah. there's also some videos on YouTube where you talk to people who did a ceremony with you. Is there any in particular that stayed with you that you thought, well, it's a crazy, beautiful story?
Yeah. Carla. Oh, actually all, but all. Carla is now in our team. So she works in our team. Ela, she's my friend now. I hope she will be in our team one day.
What did you see in them? What did you see changing?
It's just, I just feel it. So now I just feel.
What do you feel? Love.
Oh no, it's just something beyond. I don't know how to make this concrete, or it's just like Carla, for example. She had a job, and she did it because she had a divorce. She had to heal her heart, and she discovered first that she had her heart was from stone. But if you have a heart from stone, it can break. Mm-hmm. But the moment her heart broke, there was another heart, and that heart was soft. But when you have a soft heart, it can never break, and there's place enough. So her heart softened and opened also. Yeah. That was really beautiful. But now she was not happy in her work, and every time she's in our ceremony, she's working the ceremony, this is really so her path, and she's so amazing in the ceremonies, but at the moment she has to work in the office, she's so tired. She cannot do it anymore, and her energy dies, and when she's in the ceremonies, her energy is alive. Ela also quit her work. She's also going into another path with helping people. And she's spreading the word by just the way she lives. They all... I have another video with Susan. I'm also still connected with her.
They're in Dutch, the videos?
Yes, they're all in Dutch. I hope I will publish it with subtitles soon. With Susan, so many things happened in her life. I don't know if she likes it if I share that, but
maybe the interview you do with her sometime again in English.
Yeah, but many things changed.
Can we find anything in English on?
This is funny because I made a video. Actually, I also made a video behind the scenes when I was in Bali about my ayahuasca experience, also in English. Mm-hmm. But I thought, I don't know if I want to share this. So I shared it on YouTube, my English experience with ayahuasca, when I was not doing the ceremonies myself yet, when I was not organizing it myself. So I have an English video, and I also made one, but I never shared it. It's behind the scenes on YouTube, how ayahuasca changed my life. Oh. So I need to publish this maybe.
Any books you're writing?
Yeah, but it's not so far yet.
Okay.
No.
A lazy writer.
No, it's just I need to first take some other steps. Yeah, but I feel this calling, yes. Yeah.
You told me something when the camera was off that you're planning to visit the original tribes you discovered or used.
This is just a newborn feeling that I would love to go to the South of America to learn more about ayahuasca. And this is what I mean, like I'm doing the ceremonies right now. It's amazing, it's beautiful, but it feels like I need to go deeper. I need to go to where ayahuasca comes from.
What are you hoping to find there?
It's not that I have a hope. It's just a feeling. It's a calling that I have to go there. So there's
you don't know if you're going to find anything.
It's not even. I don't have a
goal.
It comes from a feeling. So it's not that I put a goal on paper. Mm-hmm. It's just I feel I would love to go there, and this feeling is just born from this week, since a couple of days. Yeah.
And how come you trust your feelings so much?
For me, there's no other way. Yeah, there's no other way. Maybe the best thing is to compare with love life. In love life, you cannot be with someone if you don't love this person, if you don't have a feeling. So the feeling makes that you want to be with someone. Yeah.
You maybe know the saying: women can fake an orgasm. Men can fake a whole relationship. Is that something that is maybe for us men, that sometimes we get very rational. We think, well, she cooks very nice, she cleans the house, she's the mother of my children. You know what I mean?
I just feel like my energy would be dying if I would be with a man for these kind of reasons.
Practical. Yeah. But maybe that's an advice also you can give to women who are watching this. You said get out of your job, but also get out of your relationship.
Yeah, sometimes I also wonder myself, like, I think it's a very beautiful idea, a very beautiful concept to stay together for your whole life, or to have a job for a long time, or to all these long-term things. I love the idea, but I see how my heart has been made so far is that everything is changing all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe it will happen to me that I will have a long-lasting relationship or whatever. And I have, friendships who are long-lasting. But I don't know. It's not that I want to hold on to something because it's in my head. It's from my idea in my head that it should be like that.
Yeah. You're not searching for something to complete you. You're already complete.
But to have this feeling, I have to keep on going inside. It's not just... So I need to keep this connection from inside to feel myself complete.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a period when I am not going inside, I feel a difference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you start seeking things in the world again, grasping.
More, yeah. I see that, yeah. So I do a lot of reflection because I love writing, so I see that, yeah.
You have a diary?
Oh, I have so many.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have so many.
And share something with us. What do you tell your diary?
I write everything down. I write everything down. And now I just started vlogging, and I love that so much because that's an amazing reflection. So I just film my life, but I did not know that, but now that I'm doing it, it's an amazing way to do reflection.
Because you watch it back?
Yeah, because now I have someone who's editing my videos. So then I receive the videos after, so I send everything, then he makes the video, and then I'm watching my own vlog, and I'm all the time laughing so much. And then I see the reminders. I really love it.
This video is for the website Non-Duality, Advaita TV. You've heard of the concept maybe, Advaita. Let's say one of the things that people tell me in Advaita is that I'm not the body.
Yeah.
How is that for you?
I have those experiences, so I understand the concepts. Mm-hmm. But I also have moments that I totally identify myself in my body. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But you know a difference. You're not only the body.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you are more.
Yes, but in daily life, I experience myself as this avatar. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Avatar of love or being.
Just being.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Another thing which is talked about in Advaita a lot is about the world. The world is an illusion.
Yeah.
It's just a dream.
Yeah.
The only thing that's real is my being here.
Mm-hmm.
How is that for you?
Yeah, this was the discovery for me. I had no knowledge about this. I had never read a book about this or something. So I experienced this in my first ayahuasca. This was the experience. This was the biggest discovery for me on my road in my life. So because I experienced that, and that's something different than studying, I know that. But it doesn't mean that I remember that the whole day, because I just play my role in this drama playground. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I play a role of, you play so many different roles. And we do this together. And then we experience ourselves as an individual in this playground. So I just play my role. And sometimes I really associate myself with this role. And sometimes I can look from a distance, or I just observe myself. And I'm playing with all those things all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
And Maria, free will, that's also a nice subject to
that's an amazing subject.
Bite your teeth on.
Oh, it's an amazing subject, yeah.
Are we talking out of free will to each other right now, or was it planned? Was it meant
Oh
to be?
yeah, there are so many things in my life that I think this is so perfect. This is so perfect. This is just life. It is as if we are like when I was a child, I loved to play with the Barbies, but this is as if consciousness is just playing with us, and they give us amazing experiences. So the gods are playing with us, kind of.
Yeah.
And so in many things, I see there's a destiny and there's no free will. But we live in the duality, so you can say yes and no. Because in the other way, like how we as human beings experience our reality, is that we can make a decision. So I can create a memory in my mind. So it is as if I have control. What I experienced, because I did more ayahuasca experiences, is that it's important to surrender to life. So yeah, I open my hands and I surrender, and
you receive.
Yeah. And so many things on my path, they just happen. So I see my path just unfolds out of my heart. So there's a program in my heart, and I am the one who's programming my world out there, and then I receive it. So there's a seed, that in the seed there's already a destiny, and it unfolds out of my heart. But I experience, when I don't listen to my heart, I feel a disconnection, I feel a frustration. So then my ego is kind of taking over or interacting. So my ego says, no, I want this, I want no. And then there is a frustration, and you always come back to your heart and say, okay, it will unfold out of my heart. Yeah. Is there a free will? You can say yes and no in the duality. But I see more and more that when I surrender, more beauty comes on my path.
And by surrendering, you mean letting things be?
Yeah, but I also ask for things. So I also ask for help and guidance. I do that. So you can also say, then I have an interaction, so there's a co-creation. Can I say this is 100% true? It's my experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow's your first satsang?
Yeah, yes.
Are you excited?
More in peace, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So nothing that you think, oh, is it going to be, there going to be a lot of people, and what am I going to say? Maybe it's...
No, actually not.
No.
Maybe in the moment, no.
You're used to talking to big groups in companies?
Yeah, but still, I could be nervous, of course, but yeah, no, I just feel good.
Yeah. And what kind of people come?
I have to laugh. I still have to arrange the lunch, but
it's gonna work.
And
out.
It's yeah.
Oh, we have to finish the interview. You have to call a bakery.
Oh yeah. So it's not my best part, but it's always good. Somehow, it always works out.
It works out, yeah.
Always.
But don't you have a team behind you?
Yeah, I have an assistant. Yeah, I do have, and she also said I had to do some phone calls. Yeah. For this, so yeah, I do have a team, I do have assistant, and but I need an extra team member. Yeah.
Oh well, maybe if someone is watching, they can reach you. This satsang takes place in Amsterdam tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what kind of people come and visit you? Are they young people, old people? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know their age. Most times, they are. Average, because I've done research 2 times, like with a survey. Then I see they are half 40s. So that's, and most of them are women. But I also see with my ayahuasca ceremonies, first was all woman, and now I see more men coming. So
they have to come.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now in the ceremonies it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also young people, it's very diverse. Yeah.
We talked before about Tony Robbins. Any teachers, any gurus you met you think are very inspiring to you?
Yeah, at that moment it was Anthony Robbins. But now, now.
No pictures in your bedroom of
oh yeah, I just bought a book of Yogananda.
Yeah.
I just watched the documentary about Yogananda and
On
I
Netflix.
just ordered.
Yeah.
So I only opened the book, but I did not start reading yet.
Yeah, that's an inspiring guy.
Yeah.
Who did those things back in the early...
Yeah, and because what inspired me is that he did those things, what we do with ayahuasca, he did it natural. So he could just...
With his eyes.
Put himself in a state and just be gone. And that inspired me, yeah.
Any other people like Osho or Ramana Maharshi?
I've been in his Ramana Maharshi, in his ashram, without knowing. Oh. It's just the dream sent me there. The visions, like in my meditation, I received visions, not knowing that it was the ashram of him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have so many things like that. So yeah, that's an inspiration too, yeah.
Could we say that you are special, or can this be can this be done for everyone?
I think it can be done for everyone. Yeah? It's just, I mean, everyone has to look for their own path, and I think the only way is to take the journey inside, and then take the steps. Yeah.
So we all get these kind of signals, but a lot of us ignore them.
Yeah, and maybe, I have kind of a bigger role in the awakening process than another person, maybe. What is big? I mean, I just started, maybe.
Yeah, you do your part.
Yeah.
And why should all humans be awake, awaken?
This is a natural process. This is something you cannot choose to be, or it just happens. Mm-hmm. And it's a collective happening, so there's no choice.
And is it only in the West? Is it in the East? Is it everywhere?
Everywhere.
But still we see on TV that there's a lot of wars going on, and Syria. Is that also part of the awakening?
Yeah. What was also awakening for me is to awaken, you need to see the light, but you also need to see the darkness. And that was also confronting for myself because in the beginning for me it was a lot of light. Then I also came into dark parts and I thought, am I going back to sleep or whatever? Why is this? But it is because we have a dualistic reality. So when you want to become more light, it's also stressing in the darkness. So both sides are stressing. So also in the world. And what you see in the media is a lot of maybe the dark side, but there are also more and more beautiful things happening, and more people are awakening. But it's not a subject that the general media will talk about. It's not their job. They have another job. But I think both ways are growing, and more people live on a conscious way.
On an unconscious way or a conscious way?
Conscious way.
Yeah. So what can we expect the next 10 years?
I'm not the person who will
not
tell that. But I mean, my focus is on the awakening process. So the people who are awakening, who are living more conscious. So what I would expect for myself, you mean?
For the world.
For the world, yeah. Maybe more people who would love to live in nature, who would love to connect with people, to live in communities. More people who will eat vegetarian, who will use other products. Going back to nature, to our own nature, and to connect with the nature. And actually we are also awakening to heal this planet. So it's a must that we will take care of nature.
It's no luxury. It has to be.
Oh no. Yeah.
And what about money, Maria? What will?
Yeah,
what's a good way?
That's a nice subject because I love to think about that. Sometimes I fantasize like, how will the world be without money?
Mm-hmm.
I love to think about that. And that's also, this question also is guiding me to my heart. Like, okay, what if there would be no money?
Yeah.
Then I would love to do this too, you know? So that's an amazing question to ask yourself. What would I do if there was no money? I would love to give ayahuasca to people so they can feel better, they can heal themselves, they can discover so much. So I love that question. And I fantasize sometimes, how would we live when there would be no money? I don't have the answer, but I love to fantasize about it. And yeah.
You could imagine it brings a more loving world. That people start taking care of each other instead of exploiting each other.
Yeah, and it's funny. 2 days ago I had this dream. Yeah, 2 days ago I had a dream. I saw the world. Like I saw the city New York, something like that. And I saw from inside, from the system, all the energy was just out. So as if something pulled the so there was no electricity anymore in the whole world. So no internet, and it was a big chaos. And I was watching this dream, and the only question came up in my dream. Now we have to discover what is important for us. But even without this happening, because it doesn't need to happen, this question is important for us. What is really important for us? What do I really feel? And how do I want the world to be? Mm-hmm. And then to take these steps for ourselves, because we can only walk our own path. And this is what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you can help just try and live a week without money. Or should everyone participate in it then?
Yeah, I never tried that.
No.
I never tried that. And yeah, I always see like, for example, now money is in the reality. And I feel that I want to do bigger things. I feel I want to help more people. So I also feel like then I also somehow need more people. So I need more money to connect with each other, because we still need money in exchange for food or whatever. And we also love to look nice from the outer world, to maybe have a car, to have a nice house. And I think it's also very important that you have a nice house, that you feel home where you are.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It reminds me of a practice Byron Katie does with her students. She drops them in the middle of Berlin, without the phone, without the money, and in the mornings, and she says, okay, you have to be at 6:30 at this place. Look how you get there.
No, it's amazing.
And I hear from people that you get very creative by, looking for a toilet, asking people for some money, can I drink some water?
This is so nice. Also, this week, a daughter from my friend was at my house. She's 8 years old. And she wanted to play the guitar, but I don't have a guitar. So I gave another instrument. It's called the sansula. And it has beautiful frequencies. It's not the normal music frequencies, but it's a bit different. When I heard this instrument, I thought, my God, I want to have this. I cannot play music, but everyone can play this music instrument. I gave it to her. We had lunch in a cafe. She took this sansula. And she said, I would like to have money for it, but if people don't have money, I'm also fine. I will play for them. And the first man that listened to the music took a lot of time. He had no money, only credit cards, so he could not give anything. So he was a very respectful listener, and he really appreciated it. So he gave the most appreciation of everyone. Yeah. We saw that later. Then we saw that, because I was the one who was asking, hey, do you have some time to listen to the music of Mila? It's really beautiful, and it's for inner peace, because this instrument gives inner peace. All the people were in a hurry. Everyone was in a hurry. It was in Amsterdam, so people had no time. Then there were some people listening. They just gave 10 cents, for example. And there were 2 Italians, and they did not really appreciate the music, but one gave €3 and the other gave €10. So that was really funny to see, like, the person who gave the most respect, the most appreciation, did not give money. Yeah. And the people who, they really did not care about the music at all, they gave
€10.
Yeah.
That says something. It's almost that we buy off our guilt of not really giving attention with money, huh?
Yeah, somehow. But it was also nice. So Mila, this girl, also said to this man, like, thank you so much. You give so much respect to us. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was beautiful to see.
It works both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, some practical information at the end. Your website is mariajohanna.com.
Yeah.
Is there any email address on there which people can reach you?
I have a contact form, and my website is 2 languages, so English and Dutch. And yeah, my email address is info@mariajohanna.com.
And you also do Skype sessions still?
Not so many, because I just don't have time for that anymore. But yeah.
Are you open for visits to other countries?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And now my main focus is on ayahuasca, spreading the word about ayahuasca, but also the whole awakening process. Yeah.
And doing the ceremonies.
Yes, definitely.
And where can we find, like, the location and the agenda? Is that on your website also?
Yeah, so it's just you see ayahuasca, and there you find all the information, dates and everything.
Yeah, and there's also your own YouTube channel you can subscribe yourself to.
Yes.
There's a lot of video material, and we have an interview in Dutch. Thanks again for this nice chat.
Yes.
And good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.